Hello everybody, 256Pi here. A number of you have requested for me to perform more Michael Rosen poems, because apparently that first video I did was really good, so I've decided I will oblige. And now I'm gonna be performing some more Michael Rosen poems for you guys, because I love you guys. Let's do this then. Michael's Big Book of Bad Things. I noticed that my mom and dad were different. This is how it was. I go to the bathroom and I'm cleaning my teeth. Upstairs, downstairs, front door, and I noticed that the toothbrush is a little bit wobbly. It's a little bit wobbly. I wonder if it would bend. Bendy. Bendy, 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 yeah! Bendy, 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 bendy. Oh no. I've broken it. Oh no. I'm gonna get into trouble now, try sticking it back together. Oh no, that doesn't work. I know. I'll make up a story. Yeah, I'll go into the kitchen, I'll go up to Mom, and I'll go, Hi, Mom. I was just, in the bathroom, and I was, cleaning my teeth really hard, and, the toothbrush broke. Yes, that's how I'll do it. So I go in the kitchen, and I go up to Mom, and I go, Hi, Mom. I was just, in the bathroom, and I was, cleaning my teeth really hard, and, the toothbrush broke. And Mom looked at the toothbrush, and she was just like, Oh, don't worry. It's only a toothbrush, it's no big deal. We'll get another one tomorrow. You see how she was? You see how nice she was? Then a few minutes later, my dad comes in. He breezes in, he says, Hi, everybody! Anything happened today? And we go, no, nothing much. Oh, come on, something must happen. No, sky so blue. Oh, come on, you can tell me what happened. And then my mom says, Oh, yes, something funny did happen. Michael just told me that he went to the bathroom and that he was cleaning his teeth so hard the toothbrush broke. And my dad goes, Cleaning your teeth so hard the toothbrush broke. Cleaning your teeth so hard the toothbrush broke. I've never heard of anybody cleaning their teeth so hard the toothbrush broke. Michael, will you just come over here, come and tell me about it? I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's like Mom says. I was just, in the bathroom and I was cleaning my teeth and, I just kind of noticed that it was a little bit wobbly? Is this wobbly? Well, what do you mean wobbly? Yeah, you know, I was cleaning my teeth and maybe I just wondered if it would. What's that you doing with your hands? Oh, yeah, you know, I was just wondered if it would be like a little bit bendy. I'm beginning to get the picture. Bendy, bendy, bendy. You see that? He's taken me in for questioning, and he's got the answer out of me. And then he remembered it. He remembered and remembered and remembered, so that next time I did a bad thing, he could remind me of the last time I did a bad thing. So I'm in the bedroom, and I'm sitting on my brother's head for half an hour. My dad bursts in, he goes, What are you doing? And I'm just like, Oh, you know, I'm just, sitting on my brother's head for half an hour. Well, I can see that. Well, if you can see it, then why are you asking me? And he says, Oh, yes, like the last time you went to the bathroom. Bendy, bendy, bendy. It was like he kept it all in a book. Michael's Big Book of Bad Things. Michael's Big Book of Bad Things. My dad had a favorite page in Michael's big book of bad things. Page 1. 'Cause on page 1 it said, "Oh yes, like the time you threw your mother's best ring out of the window. It was her grandmother's." Now I know that sounds bad, but I was only 2. You don't know you're doing a bad thing when you're 2. I must have seen the ring on the floor, toddled over, picked it up, and gone, whee! And it went flying out the window. Only I forgot to tell you, we lived in a flat over a shop. So when it went flying out the window, it landed in the street, where it was never found again. And something else. My mom and dad could speak another language. It's a language some Jewish people speak. It's called Yiddish. So my dad didn't say the English word grandmother. He said the Yiddish word grandmother. That made it sound all kind of ancient and traditional. So my dad says, "Oh yes, like the time you threw your mother's best ring out of the window. It was her boobas." Boobas! And it felt like the room filled up with boobas. Hundreds of them. And they were all crowding around me going, "You threw your mother's best ring out of the window? It was her boobas." So what happens next time I get into trouble? It's bedtime. Now, I had a problem with bedtime. I couldn't hear the word bed. So when my mom says, "Michael, it's time for bed," all I could hear was, "Michael, it's time for..." Or when she says, "Michael, it's bedtime," all I could hear was, "Michael, it's time." So there we are. We're sitting on the sofa, and we're watching telly. Why do people look like that when they watch telly? I don't know. But there we are. We're sitting there. And my mom says, "Michael, it's time for bed." And I go, "Michael, it's bedtime." "Michael, I'm talking to you. It's time for bed." I'm like, "Oh, alright. You don't need to shout. Blimey." And I get up, and I go around behind the sofa. And I think, if I'm really quiet, maybe she won't notice that I'm there. So I stop breathing. And Mom says, "Michael, I know you're there." And I go, "I'm not." And she says, "What are you talking about? You're standing right there in front of me telling me you're not there. You think I'm stupid? Now go to bed." So, I think, if I go out of the room, maybe I could pretend to go upstairs by making that stamp, stamp, stamp noise on the ground. So I go out of the room, and I go, "Oh, I think this is really brilliant." She thinks I'm going upstairs. What I don't realize is that she's coming up behind me, and now she's going, "What are you doing now?" And I'm just like, "Oh, you know, I'm just going upstairs." Oh, no, I'm not actually. And she says, "Go upstairs, go to the bathroom, wash your face, clean your teeth. I can't stand looking at you another minute." So it's upstairs, into the bathroom, shut the door, and yeah, it was time to muck about. Plug in, taps on, flick water at the mirror. Yes! 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 And there's drops of water on the mirror, and the drops start turning into drips, and one drip's going faster than another, so I think it's kind of like the horse racing on the telly. So I start doing a running commentary, and here comes Long Bum with the long bum, here comes Shorty Bum, and Shorty Bum's closing on Long Bum, and here comes Long Bum's gonna take it. And I hear my mum downstairs going, "Michael, what's the silly noise going on up there?" And I go, yeah, I was just looking for the flannel, and here comes Long Bum with the long bum, here comes Shorty Bum. Now then, when a man shaved, when I was a kid, this is how they did it. Plug in, taps on, a little brush in the water, into a special jar of shaving soap. Now, I loved this shaving soap. If you held it up to the light, it was all twinkly. And if you smelt it, it was all perfumey. And then if you prodded it, oh yeah, it was all squidgy. Hey, I'm drilling for oil, yeah. Hey, you can't see the hole from the outside. Maybe I could bury something in there. What could I bury in there? I know. The top of the toothpaste. Good thinking. That's amazing. That's like buried treasure. Maybe pirates could come in and sing their pirate song. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Yo ho ho, and I hear my mum going, "Michael, what's the silly singing going on there?" "Oh, I was just happy I found the flannel." "Right. Wash your face. Clean the teeth." "Oh, it's a little bit wobbly." A little voice said, "Don't do it, Michael." And I said, "I wonder if it would bend." "Yeah, bendy, don't do it, Michael." "No, but I want to." "Bendy, bendy, don't do it, Michael." "No, but I want to." "Bendy, bendy, don't do it, Michael." "No, but I want to." "Bendy, bendy." "Oh, no, but not actually." And then off to bed. In the morning, my dad goes to the bathroom to have a shave. Plug in, taps on, a little brush in the water, into a special jar of shaving soap. He's thinking, how did that get there? How did the top of the toothpaste get in my shaving soap? So he goes up to my brother, and he goes, "Brian, how did the top of the toothpaste get in my shaving soap?" And my brother goes, So he goes up to me, and he goes, "Michael, how did the top of the toothpaste get in my shaving soap?" And I go, "I don't know." You see the difference? When my brother said, "I don't know," his eyebrows were down. When I said, "I don't know," my eyebrows were up. So my dad says, "Look at your eyebrows." What? How can you look at your eyebrows? Things Dad says, look at your eyebrows. And then my dad says, "Your eyebrows have gone up, that means you're lying." "No, I'm not." "And another thing, your voice has gone all squeaky. That also means you're lying." "No, it isn't." And he says, "What were you thinking putting the top of the toothpaste in my shaving soap?" So I go, buried treasure. Are you crazy? Only my dad didn't say the English word crazy. He said, are you a crazy person in Yiddish? So he said, are you Meshugana? And that suddenly reminded him of something. Michael's big book of bad things. He's turning back the pages in his mind till he gets to page 1. And he says, oh yes, like the time you threw your mother's best ring out of the window. It was her boobas. Boobas. And the room filled up with boobas. There were boobas flying round the room, and they were all pointing at me, going, first you threw your mother's best ring out of the window, and then you put the top of the toothpaste in your father's shaving soap? Ay, 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 ay. In the morning, my dad